Next episode of Baddies. I don't know. I'm watching like you. She won't tell me nothing. Don't drop the phone. And no, we can't see. AB was a mess. He was definitely a full-blown mess. Very beautiful man, though. That's a beautiful specimen of a man. Child, it was something, honey. If you ask me dumb questions, I'm going to block you. I'm going to block you if you ask dumb questions. What? Why is that weird? Right. She a whole married woman. Callie is being hated on. She's used to that. She's been playing sports her whole life. So Callie and Blue is used to the hate more than any people we know in the world. And they're comfortable. They will thrive right through it. So love you too, girl. I'm gonna call y'all back when I go for my walk because it is no service in here. And I don't even know if y'all can hear me. Please do not leave the auntie show. Well, Lemmy made me an EP on the show and I'm under contract, so I don't think I could technically just leave. But I hope everyone gets along next season. That's all I'm hoping. We can hear you. Oh, y'all can hear me? Okay. How you doing? I'm hanging in here. Callie is getting her time to shine in the spotlight. Amen. I'm very excited for her and for Jaidyn and for Tasiki too. I'm very excited for them all. Blue definitely did what he was supposed to do. It took him a minute to get it together and figure it out, but he definitely did what he was supposed to do. And I'm so happy watching. Honestly, I mean, I don't know a whole lot of other art. Be watching, but I'm watching them all. I'm excited for the next season. These next 2 interviews, I think there's 2 more in this season, and they are gonna be worth waiting to last. Okay, let's just put it there. And y'all tell John everybody else. I didn't know it was gonna be a problem, honey. Now everything is Jaidyn. I mean, well, I helped raise Jaidyn, so everything should have always been, including Jaidyn. She's a part of our family. As you know, if you didn't get the memo or the news, she is no longer interested in my son. So Jaidyn want no relationship with John other than co-parenting. So I don't think that there should be any problem with you rock fans and Jaidyn anymore. I don't think she's not in the middle of that anymore. She's chosen to not have interest in my son anymore, and she's chosen to be her own individual person. So why would y'all still have a problem with her? If your love is for Rock, then let it be there. But that don't have nothing to do with her. So we just gonna leave that alone. She had no choice because she knew where Blue Heart was. You always got a choice. Remember that. The baby mama always got a choice, bitch. They always gonna want to dig in our booties. The baby mama always got a choice. And if you got two choices. Trust me, I know. Baby mom, don't be mad, y'all. Don't be mad. Y'all knew them ninjas was still gonna try to come sniffing around my house. Come on now, you knew. Y'all know if you a baby mama, you know. And if you're dealing with a ninja, with a baby mama, you know. And if you're dealing with a ninja, with a baby mama, you're suffering. You couldn't find your man last night, could you, girl? I know where he was. Girl, no, you gotta train your kids. Girl, why would you date a man that got kids when it's all these men out here with no kids just to have them extra technical problems? But keep texting them. Keep texting them. I know where he at. And you know why he ain't text you back till in the morning, because he fell asleep in the pookie. Your baby daddy fell asleep in the pookie. He always fall asleep in the pookie, okay? I'm sorry now, unless you got a whole good, decent, wholesome baby mama, which I wasn't, she gonna tell your man no. But if your man like... If your man like them type of women, he be back at his baby mama house tonight. Girl, they up here trying to play dumb like they don't know no better. You know where your baby daddy was at. You know. I've been told y'all Jaidyn don't really care. I've been trying to tell y'all that. You see, she tried to be best friends with Rock. She don't really care like that. Now let's stop talking about her before she get mad at me again. But she don't care like that. She's a gangster. She don't got no heart. I didn't raise her and Callie like that. I raised Callie and Jaidyn, them some gangsters. They got a little bit of the mama up in them. Only if it's beneficial. They heart in their pocket. I raised them. They heart is in their pocket, baby. They works from the pocketbook up. That's why my son be so mad. I raised them from the pocketbook up. Them some gangsters. Oh, shit. Callie's husband divorced her if she cried for 1 hour. Just run me the papers, Ninja. I raised them from the pocketbook up. Okay, life goes on. We will not be shedding our whole life in tears for no man, and you bet not neither. Okay? Girl, if Jaidyn was soft, she would have rolled over on John already like a nickel and a dime. Y'all wouldn't recognize a gangster if I gave you one. See, a gangster to me is a woman who does not operate from her emotions. She calculates all her decisions and weighs all her options, and they all land on her motherfucking children. That's a gangster. If you can't walk away from something in 1.2 seconds because it might affect your child or your household, you's not a gangster. A gangster put her children before everything and everybody until they grown. You hear me? A gangster will look over and make a decision in 1.2 seconds if it's not beneficial for her children. If this gonna affect my children, this not gangster. Y'all better learn what a gangster is, or your son or your daughter gonna be walking around here hungry. Okay? Hungry. And you ain't gonna be able to give them shit. Now, a gangster, what we learned today. A gangster will look over at them babies and make a decision and stand on that shit. That's a gangster. If somebody would have put their hands on one of my kids, do you know all my life, all my children's life, ain't nobody but me put their hands on my kids? Not a damn person in this world could say they put their hands on my kids. Not even their daddy. Not a person in this world can say, I fondled one of her kids. I whooped one of her kids. I didn't feed one of her kids. I let one of her kids' lights get turned off. Not a damn person in this world. You know why? Because I'm a gangster. A ninja will look me in my eyes, look over at my kids and know you would die about them. You will leave Earth about them. They look at my grandkids the same way. Don't play with mine. That's a gangster. So see, when I say she's a gangster, I say she can hold this shit down for her kids no matter whether he here or not. That's a gangster to me. Not somebody that could throw hands and beat you up real quick and bob and weave. A gangster's a woman that's gonna make sure her children eat and eat well. A gangster's gonna make sure her children is at what time is it? At tutoring on Tuesdays and Wednesdays and possibly Fridays for $100 an hour. That's a gangster. Times a week by a reading specialist. He already pluses on his first week. That's a gangster. When your child come home with straight A's because you paying for that shit, nigga, you's a gangster. And you was raised by a gangster too. Pay attention to a gangster. A gangster got medical and dental and insurance. Okay, that's a gangster. A gangster got good credit. Somebody better start teaching y'all what a gangster is. A gangster knows her value and her worth. Shall we keep going? Because y'all confused about what a gangster is. A gangster keeps her kids in a house with lights, water, gas, and utilities all their days of their life, whether there's a man there or not. Is y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Because y'all looking at the wrong gangsters. You ain't a gangster because you get on baddies. You a gangster when you get on baddies and you use that money to fuel your child's education. A bitch will take a ass whooping to feed her son, will she not? That's a gangster. Y'all better start raising y'all daughters to know what a gangster is or what a gangster was, because y'all confused about what a real gangster do. Okay? I tell my sons right now, y'all ain't gangsters. Gangsters I ain't never left my kids. My jail sentence was 14 days. And when I realized that that wasn't gangster and I wasn't going to be able to be a gangster to protect my kids, I said, oh no, Mr. Jail, you can't have me. I got children. That's a gangster. A gangster only have to really come out about their kids. That's the only time a gangster ever should come out. Otherwise, it should roll off your back like a duck, baby. Especially when you got children. Now, if you want to take your life and throw it away because you ain't got no children, you's a gangster. Yes, you is. But once you have children and everything ain't about your children, you's not a gangster, baby. You is not a gangster. If I look at you and I say, what your child doing for extracurricular activities while you gangstering, and you tell me they go to public school and that's it, and they ain't getting no education, you's not a gangster. I don't have respect for you as a woman. I don't fear you. You can't even think straight. How can a woman who don't even make sure her child is getting the best start in life be a gangster? I'm confused on who told y'all that was a gangster. Because my daddy sure told me, honey, if your kids can't read and write, you's a dizzy broad. You not a gangster. Okay? Wait until y'all kids get 12 and 13 years old to finally put them in something. It's too late. The juvenile hall already got a ticket with their name on it. They can't even read the paperwork. You not a gangster? Y'all don't know what a gangster is? Girl, when Callie said, I'm going over here to get this check, I don't give a fuck what I gotta do. I already knew what she was gonna do with the bank, so I said, do what you gotta do, girl, because I fought a lot of people for free. If you's a gangster and you really a gangster, you going to do what you got to do because you got to go to war to make sure this is good over here. Now, if you just out here going to war for fun, that's not a gangster. You got 2 sons that went to prison. Girl, them not gangsters. That's why I told you, they not gangster. I told them every day, I said, don't run over there messing with them people. Don't do that. But I tell you what, they pick some baby mamas that can take care of them kids, though. So if there wasn't no gangsters, there was definitely some pimps. Because Dre baby mama ain't missing a beat, and either is John's. Shit, they all in tutoring, football, soccer, something. Shit, they ain't gonna be raising no fake gangsters, I'll tell you that much, honey. You trying to get the best, she said, you trying to give advice when both of your sons got incarcerated. The best advice come from somebody who lived it. Don't take advice from somebody who don't know nothing about what I'm talking about. My sons is in jail knowing how to read, write, and function. Okay? And got their own money on their own books. And paid their own 50 G's for their own lawyer. Well, Blue paid for John's, and John paid for his own. So technically, that's what they choose to do with their gangster, baby. They had the money to do it. Okay? Didn't cost me a dime. No, Dre is not in jail. Dre is behind somebody's pulpit learning how to preach and teach and walk with the Lord. Sometimes you got to go left to go right. And they had tutors, coaches, and newspaper articles everywhere. Hell, by the time Dre was 13 years old, he had already played basketball in like, what, 17 different states. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make him drink. The best advice comes from the people that walk the walk. Would you tell them? Because a crackhead can't tell. Now, if my mama wasn't on crack, I probably would have smoked crack. The best advice come from somebody who firsthand see the shit. How you gonna take advice from somebody who ain't never seen it? Ain't never even walked the walk? Go ahead and listen to yourself. I said a gangster take care of their kids. And if you got anything to say against what I said, you ain't taking care of your kids. Your mama got your kids. And that's what your problem is. You mad at us and we just trying to help your behind out. You preaching because I got mine all accepted into Royal Ballet. Yes, if you don't give, the Bible say, give the kid, raise the child in the way that they should go. How you gonna do that if you can't do that? People missing the message because they're too busy throwing shade. That's okay. We ain't, them ain't the people we gotta worry about anyway, baby. We got to worry about the people that got the kids that really don't know what a gangster is, that really want to know what a gangster is, okay? They talking about my sons that already got their own goddamn money and house and own life going on, okay? Own company and ownership. The uneducated ones don't get it right. Stop the generational curse. That's what the message is all about. If you missed the message, that's your fault, baby. My son went to jail with straight A's. Okay? Dre done read more books than all of y'all on this Instagram put together. Now you better stand on all this when Rock got out. I stood on it before she went in. What are you talking about? She's not my concern. That's not my child. I'm not her fan. You are. That's not my child. I didn't raise her. I don't know her. I don't know that girl from a can of paint. I've met her 2 or 3 times in my entire life. Literally, I do not know her. So I can't tell you nothing about her. I do not know her. I can only tell you what I experienced. I do not know that young lady. Children raised well tend to want to rebel. Girl, God made Adam and Eve, and they still messed up, okay? And they was the only 2 kids he had on the planet. I know they don't think I'm better than God. Thank you, though. Yes, he still went to jail with all A's and knew how to see his way out, okay? He went to jail with all A's and knew how to see his way out and ain't been back and ain't going back in the name of Jesus. I'm a Leo and a Virgo. I was born at 10:30 at night on 8/22. So an hour and a half and I would have made the cut. Her fans cause more damage than they will ever know. Her fans, girl, she know her fans caused the damage. She listened to them. I tell you, I told her don't listen to them. These is the unwanted. The baby daddy left them. Rob, steal, kill, and destroy. You could see them. You could just see them right through the internet. You could just see them. Even though I do believe that Instagram is a playground for entertainment. Some of y'all, I guess, take it seriously, but Instagram is an entertainment playground. If you use it for anything else, you're wasting time. It is an entertainment playground. It's for some of us to practice our craft, our comedy, our lectures. Instagram is literally a playground, a classroom for entertainment. And if y'all don't start using it for that and stop taking all this stuff blood clot serious, it's just not good. Kloutlissa should understand she went to jail and left Blue. I absolutely did for 14 days, and I totally understand, and that's why I do pray for her, and I do pray that she don't get to have to stay away from her child for a long time, because that is the worst feeling in the world for a woman who really loves her kids. Is like, wait, whoa, hold on, I didn't know this was going to affect them. But when people telling you, see, I didn't even know that you could go to jail for getting in a fight with your best friend because she did some dirty shit to you. I didn't know you could go to jail for that, but I didn't know that people lie and say you broke in their house and that's how you started fighting. I didn't know friends lie on each other like that. I didn't know that the world had those type of vindictive spirits in the world. So I had to learn the hard way, but you can best believe you ain't gonna have to teach me that twice. Now, if somebody had told me you can't, you know what I'm saying, she might do X, Y, and Z, I would have left it alone. I had no clue. But you can best believe I surely wasn't, once I got of a certain age and I had kids, I wasn't running around slapping people when I felt like it no more. I knew better. You can't just run around doing what you want to do when you got kids. You have to look down at them and say, ooh, yeah, I can't. I just got to tuck my tail today. I'm just going to tuck my tail today. I did not accuse Jaidyn mom of sleeping with Bodine. I said they would have been more of a couple because they had more dialogue. And Jaidyn, I was saying that to say that Bodine was more like an uncle to her, because y'all said Jaidyn was sleeping with Bodine. And to my knowledge, that's like an uncle to her. One thing I ain't gonna never do is tell you no lie, because I don't have to. I pay my own bills. I have everything that God ever said that I would have in life. I have a loving family and a beautiful husband and tons of grandkids. There's absolutely, at that point, you have no reason to lie. Just think about it. You have no reason in the world to lie. How you take a bath with clothes on? She said, is you naked? Girl, get your head out the water over here. Tell Callie. I ain't telling her nothing. You tell her. He said it was a lie. Okay, well then it was a lie then. I just said that I didn't see Jaidyn with Bodine, maybe her mom. Rock did start changing after Junior was born. See, I don't know. I don't know if she punched the man before or after. I don't know if she punched the man's teeth out before or after the baby was born. Y'all is the fans. Y'all have to tell me. I wouldn't know. I don't know if she hit the lady at the Vegas before or after or while she was pregnant. I don't know. I don't know how all those things took place. I don't know what happened with her sister. I know the same thing y'all know because I don't know her that well. Is Callie clout drying up? Well, Callie put her deposit on her house. She fixed her credit. Her car is paid off. And her kids is in one of the best public schools in the state of California and got tutoring 3 days a week for the next year. So I think she did, and she's still in her nursing classes. So I think Callie did exactly what she was supposed to do. Because remember, God can't really bless you unless you do what you're supposed to do. So I think that Callie's in a happy space with or without any of this. That's what I think. And I'm so grateful that she continued to take her nursing classes, which is really where her heart is, because she loves helping people. So I'm grateful and grateful to God. She don't harbor no hate towards her brother or Rock or anybody. So I'm grateful to God that she is still trying to help the people I can't stand. She still want to see the people, you know, they still blood. She still want to see the people do well. So I think Callie is in a great space for God to bless her, which is what parents look for. We look for, like, can God get in there and do what he need to do with you, or is he got to run from you? And I think Callie's heart is always in the right place, and that I'm forever grateful for. So me, her mom, and her stepmom did a great job. We did a great job. Y'all act like y'all had it all together at 25. That girl is young and broken. Yes, it is very hard to come from a broken situation, and nobody knows that better than me. And thank God for all y'all cheerleaders, because it definitely helps. It was after, but why won't people let that woman do her time? It never fails in all of our lives, whether it's Tasiki's or Jaidyn's, and anybody get online, her fans just dominate the conversation, and that's all they want to talk about. Probably ain't wrote her no letters, no encouraging words. Just sit here waiting to come back to tell her to do more goofy shit and get more goofy results. And they really don't love her, or they really would have told her that God will never, ever, ever bless anything that you went out to try to do to hurt someone else. It just does not ever work like that. You cannot rob, steal, and kill and then enjoy the money. It just never, ever, ever. Your mom should be teaching y'all this. You can't go out and seek someone else's life or their family and then rob, kill, and steal to get it and then think you're going to enjoy it. It does not work like that. My daddy taught me that when I was a little girl, and I think maybe y'all daddies is just not teaching y'all. Like, I've never seen my mom, even on drugs, I've never seen my mom talk to a woman's man or try to date another woman's man. So me and none of my sisters have ever done that. Like, me and my sisters have never, ever, ever tried to take someone's man from them. Now, you know, you might creep around here or there or do some weird stuff, but for like, I'm gonna make this my man and take him from you, never, ever in life. Because common sense has already told us, our daddy has already told us, you will never, ever have that man in peace. You will never, ever have that dollar in peace. You will never, ever have that house in peace. You will never, ever have that business in peace. You can't take something from someone else, cause them pain, and then enjoy it. It's just not, God did not set us up that way. If we think we got away with something, even if you rob a bank and you think you got away with it, the person you robbed the bank with either tells on you or y'all everything you do in life. Callie knows all of this. Like, Callie would never, ever, ever try to steal one of y'all spots or take over one of y'all spots. Like, she already knows there's no black. True story. She said, stop embarrassing your children and your husband like that. Now, my children and my husband know that this is my playground for comedy. This has been my lifelong dream is a comedian. Like, there's nothing, I don't want to be, y'all thought I wanted to be an actress or a movie star. Like, I really just love to talk and tell stories and jokes and make people laugh, because it just makes me feel good. So this lady told me, stop embarrassing your husband. Well, my husband know who I am, and he knows that I make jokes. But you left your husband because you lost weight and he didn't fit your new weight bracket. You see where I'm going with this? Like, we got to stop looking at other people's business and try to make all of this what we want it to be. Like, you cannot want to be something that someone else, you can't want to take from someone, and then you can't even judge someone because you don't even really know what's going on in their family, in their minds, or in their life. You know what I'm saying? Comedy and comedians have the freedom to say and do whatever they want, right? That's who I am. Like, y'all just didn't know. And now maybe 100 million of y'all know right now, but how can you judge, say I'm embarrassing my family? My family thinks my jokes are funny. They think I'm hilarious. My husband thinks I am funnier than my husband laughs at my jokes that I don't even think are funny. Okay, so we got to be careful of judging other people or worrying about other people's business. My kids know not to be embarrassed of me. I've been talking like this their entire life. I didn't just wake up when Instagram became Instagram and say, I'm going to get on here and say some vulgar, funny shit. No, I've been saying this shit to my kids on the way to school. I've been saying this to my kids in the courtroom, sitting at the table in the jail. You know what I'm saying? I didn't just bring up my hemorrhoids. My son been hearing about my hemorrhoids sitting on that jail bench for 13 years. Nigga, my hemorrhoids is hurting. How much longer we gonna sit here? Okay, because my hemorrhoids hurt. That's just, y'all can't be out here judging people because you don't know them. But then you also can't be out here trying to want what other people got, y'all. Y'all, that'll never, ever be blessed. It's a union of disaster. You can't get past it. I don't care if it looked good for 4 years. You got away with the money. You spent half of it. The other half gonna rot you to hell. You robbed the bank. You robbed a woman for her man, her family, her children's baby daddy. You did all this, and now your life gonna be a rotten living hell with your children. You just can't. You can't say, oh, my kids gonna be better than your kids, and I'm gonna take your man and make these kids, and my kids gonna be better than your kids, because they not. They're gonna be worse. It's not. God cannot. It would be against his truth and his promises for the person who sat through and endured for him, for you to come along and reap all their blessings. Like, I hope I'm getting through to y'all, because I don't want y'all to let somebody get out of jail after sitting there going through trying to what they supposed to learn, what they did wrong, and then they get out and y'all convince them that that's cute. You cannot do that, because that's coming to your daughter's house too. All that was in y'all, all that spite in y'all heart for Jaidyn, and then even Jaidyn's fans for Rock, when the shoe switched to the other Cinderella's foot, all of that is going to come to y'all daughters. When y'all think of me 10 years from now, and your daughter is sitting there and she got 2 kids, and some woman just pop up out of nowhere and destroy your daughter's life and her children's life and her children's children, because it's generational. It just ain't right there at the front door. And that's going to be your life, because you inspired and encouraged someone to do that to someone. We have to feel it. One time I went in Walgreens, this is a true story, and I stole some nail polish off that rack, honey. I didn't have no money and my nails looked Megan gonna have him locked up. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus, because what we are learning is that Megan is going through what her life is going through, and she's learning as she goes, and they're both maturing right now and preparing themselves mentally for one another. How about that? Don't say she don't like my son, because if she didn't like him, she would have never been with him. So don't get on here acting like you know business that you don't know that I already know. Moving right along with the topics. Now y'all got Bodine calling me, so I got to call Bodine and see what he about to try to cuss me out and say, because y'all done started some shit with Bodine. Soon as a blogger, his hands... Yes, she do like my son. Stop lying. Yes, she do. Did y'all see Coily Ray and Trippie Ray get back together? Yeah, you did. Exactly. And y'all said Coy don't like him. Now they back together. That's going to be Megan and Blue. Just like I said. Now moving right along. Jaidyn just probably outgrew John. That was her high school sweetheart. Y'all, what the fuck? What the fuck? That was her high school sweetheart. She probably just outgrew him. Women do that, you know. We do that, you know. We date a dude for a long time and then we change our mind. She could do that, you know. It's not against the rules. It's not her husband. She didn't marry him. She called it off, remember? Coily Ray, Stunner Girl, ex-husband. What? Is Angela pregnant? Now, how in the hell would Angela get pregnant if she ain't never been pregnant? Jaidyn came to her senses. Exactly. She's a young woman that was dating her high school sweetheart. She changed her mind, guys. She's allowed to change her mind. She was tired of being embarrassed. I don't know how she would have been embarrassed. I only seen him say he loved her. I only seen him claim her kids. I only seen him get on his knee and buy a ring for her. That's all one thing I seen. So I don't know what she got tired of. Maybe she just outgrew Blue. Did you notice that? Maybe she just was like, he ain't that cute no more. We do that sometimes, you know. He definitely said he loves... I think he loves rock too. I do think so. I think he has a deep-rooted love for Jaidyn because they've been together since they was 14 and 15. I think he may even possibly still be in love with her, but I don't think she's in love with him. But I do believe that John loves Chrisean. I believe he loves her, and there's nothing wrong with that. He probably sees a lot of his mom, you know, men like, you know, women that remind them of their mothers. And he probably sees a lot of his mom and Chrisean. That happens. There's nothing wrong with that. We are still talking about a man that's 27 years old, though. Y'all do realize that, right? And his daddy is 60 and he's running around with the baddies. So maybe we should just let John decide when he's ready. Maybe we should just let John decide when he's ready.